So last night the evolved wall breakers got added, and the meta is going to completely shift again in like the next 3 days to match what wall breakers are going to be able to do, and trying to counter wall breakers, because my god, they're the most broken thing I've ever seen in my life. They do 1800 damage if you let them connect. So I don't know what the best deck for lava players is right now, but what I do know is that I believe it will involve the evolved bats, because these things have been growing on me. Like, I just completely discarded the idea of playing Evo bats. Like, I was like, hell no, I need my skeleton dragons, right? But the bats have been growing on me so much because they constantly get good value trades. You can spell bait, and they survive small spells when they're evolved. And the constant, like, just look at this. Okay, we connect this balloon to the tower because of the bats. Like, this game is already over. Like, you're playing Hoggy Q and I'm up an entire tower, it's already over. I'm sorry, this game is over. And that is literally because all I had to do to counter a hog was play bats. Because he can't afford to go Ice Spirit on the bats. First of all, he doesn't even know I have bats. Second of all, I don't even think he'll kill the bats. So, man, look at this. He gave up. Like, that's crazy. Well, I guess that's a good way to start off the video. So we've got another Hog Rider player. Usually I wouldn't show two win conditions, like the same win conditions in the same video, because it's kind of boring, but Hog Rider is 50% of my subscribers like trophy range. So, I mean, I don't really have a problem, and I don't think you guys have a problem with me showing more Hog Rider opponents. But yeah, the bats, dude, we didn't get a chance to use them on. Okay, I'm doing it right now. Do not disturb. Like, I did not remember to turn it on, but if I have to do it in the middle of the video, I will. I literally will. We're gonna go in here with this, and once again, it's literally this. I'm not gonna use the bats though, because I have a feeling the bats on offense would be better, because this, ooh, yeah, because no Ice Spirit for the bats. So they're gonna, yeah, I mean, they don't really do that much, but they kill the little prince and they get us a balloon hit. So we're gonna go up 1000 damage because of the bats. That's kind of crazy to me to think about, that the bats are what is making this deck work. Now, if you don't use the bats, you literally don't have a second Evo to put in this deck. I've seen people use the bomber instead of like tombstone, and if you want to, you can go ahead and use it. I personally am enjoying this deck a lot more, although it is a very small sample size. So we're going to snowball. It might have been smarter to barbs there, actually. But I just don't want to deal with going barbs and then him going little prince at the river. I just don't want to deal with that. And so he probably logs. The log is a bit late. Yeah, it's a bit late. I don't think we take a... I don't think we take a Hog Rider hit. Yeah, of course we do. What am I kidding? We're going to think about this real quick. We're basically even now, although I do have more elixir. We're going to go... Yeah, that's fine with me. I was going to expect an Evo Knight in the back or something, not just randomly at the bridge, but... Oh, Little Prince is out. He doesn't have an offensive building. Don't mind if I do. We'll just go ahead and... God, I don't even know. Snowball this Little Prince in a second after we get our balloon down. You want to make sure you get the balloon down like as fast as we can, so that it's like actually doing something while we're defending, instead of like waiting to defend. We're gonna arrows here. I think this is good arrows. He has to look. He has the fireball evolved bats. Like, that's how good they are. It's a 4-for-2 trade, and these are the little things, guys. Like, you may not think, oh, that's a big deal, but it is. That's a fireball out on evolved bats, guys. Like, they're evolved bats. They're freaking bats. Like, you wouldn't think of people fireballing bats, but we're gonna be able to win games because of the amount of, like, either barbs value, puppies value, something that we get from him baiting out the spells with the bats. And so we're just gonna snowball. It's a good snowball because we need to reset this Little Prince, and obviously oh, the skellies are gonna be annoying, but we've got the bats. We got the bats to clean it up. So, oh crap, I didn't notice there are 2 knights on my tower. I might want to deal with that. Yeah, but it's okay. We're still up in damage. I don't think I've ever seen 2 mega minions in front of a balloon before, but you're gonna be able to cycle way faster now that we have the bats, because the bats give you faster cycle. They give you, you know, on top of the things I've already mentioned, good elixir trades. You're never gonna see like a bad elixir trade from the bats, so that's a good thing. And they're going to be a cheap counter to stuff like the evolved wall breakers if we see more of those. Predicting the hog rider with the bats. Like, dude, the bats! The freaking bats, dude! He thought I was going to go barbarians because I'm a lava hound player. Obviously, I have barbarians to counter a hog rider. But no, we're going with the bats, baby. We're going with the bats. And he didn't have enough elixir to get that cannon down, so it will be GG. But, dude, the freaking bats. I literally can't get over them. The bats, dude. The freaking bats. The freaking bats, man. Jeez. All right. We got some... What is this? Sora Sun... I'm not doing that. I am not doing that. Like, I'm usually, you know, spot on with my pronunciation. I am not pronouncing this guy's name correctly. I have no idea what this is. I want to try, but I don't even know where to start. Like, is it Sui? Is that the Leonardo Messi thing? No, it's Leonardo Ronaldo. No. Yeah. Sorry, I don't watch soccer. My fault, bro. Why do you have a minion horde? Why would you rage it? What does that do for you? Hello? Okay, we're in the land of the mid-ladder menaces, I guess. Even though we're top 200 in the world right now. So, this is interesting. I guess we'll go barbs. I guess at 10. I kind of was hoping he'd play something. Oh, you see, that's why I didn't want to go barbs. Because you know what I like to counter Sparkies? Barbs. Guys, that's what I like. I like to use the barbs. We're going to go bats over here, though. He probably drags them. Yeah, I was expecting a goblin giant, but that works too. We're going to get some bats damage. Look at that. Nice little 600 chip damage from the bats. We're going to snowball here. Just to cycle to our mega minion to deal with this, and then we'll arrows. I know he has the minion horde. I do not care. And his rage comes out, so we are going to be able to get lots of Evo bats value. And they dude, the bats. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm glazing. I'm like meat riding the bats, but like, dude, they're doing so much. Like, look, they're healed. Dude, look, they're tanking for the mega minion. Look at the bats, bro. Look at the bats. He has to. Well, okay, this guy's the most questionable minion hordes I think I've ever seen. What are we doing with that minion horde, dude? Oh, well, actually, it was a fine elixir trade because you had to tombstone and snowball. Like, come on, shut up, bro. Come on, this is not applicable. Okay, this guy's minion hordes, they're really bad. Okay, but a good thing is that actually, I hate to go back to the bats. Actually, I don't. But snowball bats could counter a minion horde. And we're going to use the bats to kill his bats. Dude, the bats are just... Oh my god, the bats. We're going to... I was expecting something. I guess we'll get no defense. We're going to predict the minion horde. Oh my god. You see that, dude? The bats! The freaking bats! The bats kill the Sparky. Yes, sir. And, I mean... Oh, I didn't even look at his... I wasn't looking at his king tower. Not going to lie to you. But, yeah, the king tower's gone as well. So, let's go, bro. Shinka God. He's playing E-Giant. I lost to him earlier today when I was playing Rakan's deck with bats instead of Skelly Drags. I do like that deck. Feel like I was running into some unfortunate matchups, so I decided to switch and play something else. And that's when I decided to start recording this. So, we lost to him earlier. It's time to get my get-backs. Now we have the barbs plus the tombstone, so dealing with the E-Giant should still be a walk in the park. Even though, you know, the bats aren't doing... Really? Are we really doing that? Like, the first, like, 30 seconds of the game? Like, have some shame. Did your mother not raise you properly, bro? Come on. What's wrong with you, bro? I mean, at least we're only down 1,200. It could be a lot worse. It could definitely be a lot worse. So, we're going to go Lava Hound, because Bowler's out, E-Giant's out. Like, okay, that's fine with me. Like, bats. Oh my god, the bats! The bats. Literally the bats. 2 for 3 trade? Like, do you understand how nice it is to be able to go with the bats and still have enough or elixir left for offense? Because always it is, we're going to have to sack that, or we're going to have to time our lavas. And now it's like that, what's the word? No. I don't know what the word is. God, man. What a time for my vocabulary to fail me. Like, God, what is the freaking word, man? You know when, like, something is like, it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like intricate. That's not the word, but Like, I have to pick a really specific time to go lava so that I can afford defense, stuff like that. That is not necessary with the bats. I mean, generally, you still need to have the same principle. Like, I need to be careful when I go in, and I need to make sure I can back up my push. But when you have a card like the bats, you don't have to be as strict about it. You know, so we're gonna use the tombstone and wrap up the E-Giant, and it's really simple. I don't know if he knew that I had tombstone, because like I said, I did face him earlier, and I wasn't playing the tombstone. So I don't know if that affected the E-Giant at all, but I think that was still a pretty good play. I'm not gonna arrows here. Okay. That was a good play by him. Really good play. He anticipated me not going arrows. So, good play by Shinka. That sounds like a slur. I'm not going to say that anymore. Good play by our opponents. And the bats. Of course, need I say more? We have the bats. And the bats are, okay. The bats prevented our balloon from getting pulled to the king tower. Okay, it might have been the lava pup, but lava pups, I don't want to play with you anymore. We're focused on the bats. If you could start playing like the bats, then we can go back to talking about you. But for now, we're not. The bats are my homies, bro. They are my homies. Okay, we've got Canario. I believe that's how you say that. He's a pretty good player, very good player. He's a content creator as well. So you know, if we lose this game, you got to go follow him. I'm pretty sure he doesn't need our followers. He's pretty big, but shout out to him anyways. Let's go. It's not the worst hand in the world for dealing with recruits first play. Okay, it got slightly worse right there. Fireballing a tombstone is a decision for sure. I think Barbs is probably the best play here. They were a bit late because I was still deciding if I even wanted to go Barbs. So that's my fault there. We're going to snowball this into the Barbs so that the Barbs kill it or force out an ability. Or a Goblin Giant, jeez. I wasn't expecting a Goblin Giant, I won't lie to you. And he goes wall break. So Goblin Giant Evo wall breakers is a crazy combo, but I guess we're gonna see our first Evo wall breakers of the day. So that's, it's good for you guys. It's not good for me. I don't want to face them. So we keep our tower alive at 29 HP, which is way more clutch than you would think. Because even though he can take this really easily, we're just gonna be able to not have him have the pocket available yet. So that's beautiful. This is the little bit of a problem here that I believe might be helped out by the bats. So we'll see what he does here. He's going to, I might have to snowball that. I will snowball that. And so the bats, since he doesn't have a small spell right now, he already used his rage. We're going to take a little bit of damage, but we are going to tower trade. Oh, dear God. Oh my God, dude. What happened to my king tower? How did you take 5,000 damage from 3 recruits and Evo wall breakers, bro? Come on. That's so scuffed. That's actually scuffed. Alright, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. I got the Evo wall breakers to help a brother out. And we got the bats, of course. Bats have been carrying us all day. And we just need a little more carry from the bats. All we need is just a little bit more. He's going to fireball a tombstone once again. I don't agree with that play at all. I expect minions. Yep, we're gonna hit snowball arrows, and we're gonna use the bats because he doesn't have rage. The only way he's gonna kill these things is with a fireball, baby. So we're gonna go in over here. It's actually gonna get, yeah, he's gonna fireball. Okay, well, it's gonna do less than I thought. Oh, I thought we were gonna get a hit there for sure. It's okay though. We got about like 1,000 damage, so we will be okay. The problem is if he Goblin Giants immediately here, I believe we'll be fine. Because we could just go Mega Minion Bats. Because if I go Barbs, he fireballs the Barbs, it's game over. So we got to be a little bit careful. It was a risky Lava Hound, but I kind of liked our hand there, so that's why I decided to do it. He played some bad minions there. Those minions were not great because the Mega Minion did feast on them. So we're going to mayhaps, perchance, go with another Lava Hound. And that wouldn't be possible if it weren't for, guess who? The bats. Because the bats gave us the faster cycle, allowing us to get to that second Lava Hound. And now we can go Balloon. I think I give it... Oh! Oh my God. Hello? How did I just take 1,000 damage? What? Hello? Okay, we're still going to win, but hello? What just happened there? 1,000 damage? What? Hello? How did I just take 1,000 damage? What? Hello? Okay, we're still going to win, but hello? What just happened there? 1,000 damage? What? Hello? Okay, we're still going to win, but hello? What just happened there? 1,000 damage? What? Hello? Okay, we're still going to win, but hello? What just happened there? 1,000 damage? What? Hello? Okay, we're still going to win, but hello? What just happened there? 1,000 damage? What? Hello? Okay, we're still going to win, but hello? What just happened there? 1,000 damage? What? Hello? Okay, we're still going to win, but hello? What just happened there? 1,000 damage? What? Hello? Okay, we're still going to win, but hello? What just happened there? 1,000 damage? What? Hello? Okay, we're still going to win, but hello? What just happened there? 1,000 damage? What? Hello? Okay Okay, them cards are broken, bro. Them cards are broken. Alright, we're facing Homer Official. Like a bit of a language barrier there. I don't know how you butcher Official that badly, but you know, it is what it is. Shout out to all my boys with language barriers. Shout out. Love you guys. It's actually impressive to me, low key. Being able like watching all these like streamers like Carl the Legend and Doom and all Morton and all those guys just transition between English and like German. I think it's German flawlessly. That's like crazy to me. Like, bro, like that's, I wish I knew a second language, bro. That would actually be dope. But yeah, I mean, this guy's running 2.6 evolved ice spirit. I don't think we have ever seen the evolved ice spirit on the channel. There might be like 2 people that are unironically using this card. Hog XE users and 2.6 users. Who usually, well, as of late, 2.6 users were only using the Skellies, but then they added 2 Evos, so. Ooh, the Mega Minion. Okay, so next evolved spirits. Next spirit will be evolved, sorry. We're going to snowball here, and it should full counter the Musketeer. Beautiful. You kind of want to be careful. You don't want to knock it out of the tower's range. You want to keep it in the tower's range, especially if there's like another card on it. So we got to be careful there. Good plays. We're only down 200. I think we can easily come back, especially with the... Ooh. Okay, so I think what he's going to try and do here is go with the Hog Rider Evo Skellies, because I don't have enough elixir to defend them. And he does. Well, he would assume I don't have enough elixir to stop them. Oh, come on. Dude, the Evo Ice Spirit, bro. That's not going to get a hit because of that Ice Spirit. Wow. I mean, Ice Spirit, I think, is a pretty nice Evo. It's just every one of the other Evos is broken. So there's no reason to use the Ice Spirit unless you physically don't have another Evo. Yeah. I mean, the Ice Spirit's already really good in my opinion. Maybe even too good. So that's kind of biased because Ice Spirit, you know. If you play lava, you know what I'm talking about. Ice Spirit is just a pain in the ass. But yeah, we're gonna be able to get bats value. Now bats, I didn't talk about them too much last game. I mean, I kind of did, but they didn't do that much. This time they're gonna do a lot. Okay, watch this. Barb split. He's gonna have to fireball. We're gonna snowball and we're gonna bats. You can no longer kill the evolved bats because they are healing. And so now all we have to do here, since he doesn't have fireball in hand, is go balloon. He's gonna try and get back to his fireball, but he's only gonna be able to... Oh my god, the bats! The bats! The bats! The bats! The bats! The bats! Dude, they did so much damage, and they tanked long enough for us to get that balloon hit on the tower. If there's one thing you can learn from this video, you have to play the Evo Bats, dude. These things are maybe the most underrated card in the entire game. They are really good. Hope you guys enjoyed that video, and see you tomorrow.